Morning, everybody. Here we are. We're still doing tomatoes. Thought I'd give you a little update on the totals. In the main greenhouse, the total for July 18th, we're up to 162.64 pounds. For the outside garden, we're up to 118.91 pounds. And the grow frame is it's up to 69.44 pounds. And anybody that's not familiar with my math, the two digits to the right of the decimal point is hundredths of a pound. So the total for all three growing places is 350.99 pounds. So we're almost 351 pounds. I probably could have picked some this morning and brought that up, but that's what it is for today. And we'll run out here and do a quick peek in the greenhouse, and I'll tell you what I'm fixing to do in there. Okay, here we are in the grow frame. As you can see, I've got lots of tomatoes. They're going to catch up, but I've got some disease going on also. I get these little worms. Here's one right here. You see this? Looks like a corn worm. They are. They'll get inside of your tomatoes. They'll kill the top of your tomato plant. They'll chew a hole in it. But yeah, I've got some BT I can put on these, and I probably will, because those things are really hard to see. Anyway, I think this shade cloth is too dark. I think that has affected a lot of the production in here. See the okra down here that can get evening sun is just such a better looking plant than the ones down here under that green shade cloth. They just don't do as well. But, you see it. I'm really not getting a lot of okra out here, just for the fact I think it's a sun issue with this shade cloth. Like I say, I don't know what the percentage of it was. It was some I had purchased a long time ago to resell. I used to have a little garden center type store. I sold a lot of vegetable transplants that I started originally in that greenhouse over there. And this was one of the products I sold, was well, this kind of stuff, you know, for gardening and things like that. So I had a lot of leftover inventory when I closed the store. Our little community around here, it seems like I was just ahead of my times. Nobody was really interested in growing their own food. They did like to buy it at the farmer's market, and we did sell quite a bit of produce when we were doing a farmer's market. But with some job changes and things like that, it just wasn't possible for us to do farmer's market anymore. So this is the grow frame. The peppers are still hanging in there. We're still getting plenty of peppers to eat. Let's see. But we'll go inside the grow frame, the greenhouse, and I'll show you what I've done in there and what I've got planned. I'll probably have to explain it later on. I'll just do you a quick walkthrough I did prune some of the tomato plants. A lot of the lower leaves were in pretty rough shape, and it's getting really hot in there. I know it was 114 in there the other day. So I pruned them up just to get some extra airflow through there, but at the same time, it wasn't because I felt like I needed to prune them to help in production. That was not the reason I pruned them. It was strictly an airflow. And they're getting near the end of their production, even though they are indeterminate vines. With the heat in there, I'm just not going to get the fruit set. Like I said, I'm thinking about fall garden. Normally middle of August is when we would do our fall planting, our direct sowing of seed in the garden for a fall garden. But you can wait till September on some things. Where we're at, typically our average first frost is the middle of October, somewhere around there. So some of the things that are frost hardy or cold hardy, you can plant September and still have a crop, even with some light frost. So anyway, I'm getting ready to do some changes in the greenhouse. We'll try to get away from the exhaust fan anyway, but yeah, here's the temperature in here right now. You can see I did remove all the lower leaves so I could find the tomatoes, for one thing. But there's still a few up in the top. You know, I still get a few, but like I said, they're up here in the hottest part of the greenhouse now. So the production is dropping from heat. They're dropping the blossoms. So I'll be ripping these out. I'm going to start some new seeds for a fall crop of tomatoes. And when they're ready to transplant, these will come out. Yeah, I do run several oscillating fans in here also to try to help with strengthening the vine anyway, for one thing, because a lot of these collapsed with the weight of the tomatoes. You can kind of see over there in that one, see how far that one had dropped. You know, these have dropped a good 2 foot from the weight of these tomatoes. You see that. But anyway, I'm going to start some new seeds today, and in about 6 weeks these will come out, which is going to throw me, you know, late August, which is fine. The plant will grow as it starts cooling down and set hopefully more tomatoes to get me through winter. You know, we'll see how that works out. Oh, but I had to do a little repair on my water tank I was using for the garden. This was an old tank. I've had it, you know, 10 years or more, but it had a crack up here, and I was losing my water out of the tank. And this was where the original shutoff was, but it had deteriorated years ago. There was no longer a shutoff on it, on the internal side. So I took it out, and when I did, it cracked this plastic here. And what I had was a radiator repair kit. It comes with a piece of fiberglass and some epoxy. But I put that around there, and hopefully it'll hold. I mean, I've got the shut off here with the garden adapter, garden hose adapter. So we'll see how that works out. But I've got to get out here, finish some chores, do some feeding, feed the pigs, check water, things like that. So we'll catch y'all next time.